Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic of presentation is clean development mechanism. Now, first of all, we will cover that what is clean development mechanism. The objective of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which is also called as UNFCCC, entered into force in March 1994 to stabilize greenhouse gases concentration in the atmosphere at levels such would prevent dangerous human interference with the climate change. To achieve this objective, all countries accept a general commitment to address climate change and adopt to its effects. The convention requires Annexure 1 countries to take lead in reducing their greenhouse gases. The greenhouse gases basically are coming from the burning of fossil fuels. When we are going to burn the fossil fuels like oil, like gas, like petrol, then the greenhouse gas is coming. The Kyoto Protocol sets a legal binding on Annex 1 countries to reduce their greenhouse gases. And now we will discuss, there are two categories. One is called developed countries and other is called developing countries. There are 6 greenhouse gases that are covered by the Kyoto Protocol. Number 1 is called carbon dioxide, number 2 methane, number 3 nitrous oxide, number 4 hydrofluorocarbons, number 5 perfluorocarbons, number 6 sulfur hexafluoride. And these all 6 are coming under the category of greenhouse gases. CDM. Now we will discuss in detail about the CDM. The CDM, defined in Article 12 of the protocol, allows a country within an emission reduction or emission limitation commitment under the Kyoto Protocol to implement an emission reduction project in developing countries like Pakistan and other some countries are coming under the category of developing countries, not fully developed, like some European countries, Asian countries are called developed countries. They are already fully developed. The clean development mechanism is one among the 3 flexible protocol mechanism facilitated implementation of greenhouse gases emissions reductions in developing countries. Now we will discuss about the objective of CDM. The objective of CDM is the clean development mechanism was designed to meet the dual objective to help developed countries fulfill their commitment to reduce emissions and to assist developing countries in achieving their sustainable development. Sustainable development means anything which is long lasting. How has CDM role been? Till now, how much CDM plays a major role. We will discuss now. Along with the China and Brazil, India is a leader in CDM. Since its inception in 2007, a number of small and medium projects in the field of energy efficiency and renewable energy were set up in India in the last 2 decades. There are some different stages of CDM. Number 1, there is called verification and certification. Number 2, project identification and formulation. Number 3, monitoring. Number 4, national approval. And at the last but not the least is called registration. Steps for implementing CDM project. Number 1, there are certain projects that need to be followed for CDM project. Number 1 is called project identification. The project identification means the project of scope. Project scope. This is the first step, and here is a research is done to identify the idea which has potential to reduce their emission of greenhouse gases. Number 2 is called government endorsement. After the identification of the idea, it is presented before the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to be endorsed by the government of Pakistan. Number 3, project development. Number 4, that is called validation. Number 6, registration. A formal acceptance by the executive body make the identified project a CDM project, giving it all the legal benefits and financial supports as per the provision of Kyoto Protocol. Now this is called CDM cycle, Clean Development Mechanism. It will start from the project design and formulation. After that, national approval, then it would come to the validation or registration. Number four, then it would come to the project financing, which investors are being used or covered this project financing. Number five, monitoring. Then the project will be monitored by the project participants. And number six, verification or certification. And these both are coming under the category of monitoring report, operational utility. After that, the issuance will be given. Implementation of CDM in Pakistan. CDM project at Pak Arab is the first of its kind in Pakistan. Global warming has become the most important challenge the world is facing in the 21st century. A lot of research and development is being done for curtailing greenhouse gas emissions. Following accession to the Kyoto Protocol of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. In January 2005, Pakistan made the Ministry of Environment the designated National Authority DNA for CDM under the protocol. A CDM cell was created in the ministry in August 2005. In Pakistan, the first CDM project in Pakistan was approved in April 2006 at Pak Arab Fertilizer Limited, Multan, with a total cost of USD $15 million. The project Corporation of Japan abates 1.5 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent per annum. It generates adequate revenue from the sales of CER, certified emissions. After registration with the CDM Executive Board, the project became operational in January 2007. The basic aim of this project is the abatement of NO2 and NOx emissions from the stack gases of HNO3 plant. CDM at cogeneration plant. Status of registration of alternative and renewable energy projects with CDM. Like RE called ARE. ARE means alternative renewable energy. There are two types of energies which are available, or we can say there are two types of energies. One is called conventional, and other is called non-conventional. And ARE is coming under the category of non-conventional. CDM is one of the instruments that developers of the alternate and renewable energy projects pursue and earn financial returns by getting their projects registered with CDM Executive Board and selling the acquired certified emission reduction certificates in the international carbon market. There are many alternative projects in Pakistan are being going on in different locations. We will discuss that locations after that slide will come. Current market price of 1 CER is below USD1. However, it is expected to increase as the developed countries are going to reaffirm their commitment to take target to reduce emissions in COP21 to be held in Paris in October 2015. These are some kinds of projects which are being going on in Pakistan, like wind energy, biomass, small hydro, solar project registered with the CDM. Wind energy, biomass, small with the different efficiencies and with the different CERs. Wind power, solar power, these all are coming under the category of renewable energies. Wind power till to the date, 18 wind power projects are in advanced stage of CDM registration process. 8 projects of 50 megawatt each have been registered with the CDM Executive Board. Aggregative number of approved CER from these projects is 709,287. Solar power, number 2 is called solar power. Number 3, small mini micro hydro. Aga Khan Rural Support Program got registered their CDM project for community-based renewable energy development in the northern areas in the Chitral, Pakistan 103 micro hydro turbine site with the 15 megawatt capacity. Fourth number is biomass, or we may call it as a waste to energy. Now we will discuss regarding the checklist of investors to initiate developing clean energy projects. CDM screening methodology for ARE, alternative renewable energy project developers. Step number 1, clarification of scale of the project activity. Step number 2, clarification of design of project activity. Step number 3, selection of UNFCCC methodology. Number 4, assessment of CERS potential. Number 5, clarification of crediting projects. Number 6, clarification of potential for recovery of transaction cost. Number 7, sustainability check. Number 8, additionality check. Number 9, management decision to go ahead or not. Number 10, if management decides for go ahead, then issue prior consideration note to climate change division and onward communication to CDM executive board. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. And we will continue our next section very soon. Thank you.